welcoming you all and thanking you for showing your support to music at Mount Pleasant, and specifically showing your support for our middle school students. This is awesome. Before I forget, I want to make sure that I thank a couple other people. I want to thank the music boosters for all of their support, both monetarily and these risers that we're standing on were purchased this year. That's awesome. And I also want to thank Mrs. Bing for all of her hard work all year long, coming to rehearsals. So our first piece is called There Will Be a New Day. This makes me think of new starts, especially like the one that I've had here in Mount Pleasant. Being a part of a music department like this one, where we all work together to support students in this entire district in music is something I've struggled to find elsewhere. At the middle school specifically, every day is an adventure, and I strive to keep things positive and start fresh each period with each student. Some days are a little harder than others with that. This is the 6th through 8th grade choirs combined singing There Will Be a New Day. Oh, and there's one solo change because we had somebody go home sick today. Of course, never fails. So our final soloist instead of Gabby Myers will be Chloe Wayland.
is as important, if not more so, than examining lives and encourage others. To look inward is hard, but we are not often motivated to know what's wrong with ourselves. So to have a pop star of the caliber of Swift to implore us to do so is valuable. Here is the 7th grade mixed choir singing Anti-Hero.
Yes, even at the middle school level. The most memorable field trip for students during their middle school time is their 6th grade weekday. 7th and 8th graders all have their stories from their adventures on this day, and the 6th grade will have some stories after this Thursday at Facebook. This is the 7th and 8th grade mixed choir singing Steppin' Out with Maggie.
It's for sure, not for maybe. The Spanish lyrics to the song translates to, "The closer to you, I feel closer to you as I run away more and more from you. Since your image is in me, it is in me, shadows of my thoughts. Whether I dream or stay awake, there is no rest for my desire. Since I dream whenever I see you, whenever I dream I see you." Most of us can relate to this push and pull of our dreams and our desires. This is the 7th and 8th grade treble choir singing Cantares de mi Tierra.
Throughout life, we have significant people that help support us. True friends and supporters help get us through the hard times. With our next piece, we'll take you back in time to the 1960s. This classic doo-wop a cappella piece is performed by our 7th and 8th grade bass choir. Here is Duke of Earl.
As I walk through this world, nothing can stop the Duke of Earl. And you are my girl, and no one can hurt you. Oh no, yes I know I'm gonna love you. Whoa, whoa. Come on, let me hold you, darling, 'cause I'm the Duke of Earl. Yeah, 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 yeah. And when I hold you, you are my Duchess, Duchess of Earl. I'll walk through my dukedom and a paradise we will share. Yes, I know I'm gonna love you. Whoa, whoa. Come on, let me hold you, darling, 'cause I'm the Duke of Earl. Yeah, 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 yeah. Cause I'm the Duke of Earl. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, I'm the Duke. Oh, I'm the Duke of Earl.
The lyrics bring up the topic of self-doubt. It is a part of human nature to go through a stage of self-doubt and not being sure who you are. No matter what stage you are in life, it is important to self-reflect. It helps people move through emotions and learn and grow. This is the 6th grade choir singing Reflection.
but you'll never know me every day. It's as if I play a part.
I forgot that I go first quick. Before we begin the next piece, we'd like everyone to join in with us to sing through the first verse of Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace was written by John Newman in the 18th century and is an anthem of hope. Each verse of the original song depicts a different trial or adversity that some would experience in their life. This version does have 3 verses, but continues to go back to the most well-known and typical first verse in between the other 2 verses to bring full circle that feeling of peace. Here's a 6th grade choir singing Amazing Grace.
Was lost, but now
however, should be very proud of the work they have put in all year long. We will continue to learn and grow from here, but please take a moment to celebrate what you have accomplished so far. This is the sixth grade final place. Clap your hands and rejoice.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for sticking around for the band portion here. So, we're doing a theme tonight. It's the first time in my teaching career I've tried to do something that is a little deeper. And so, I want to explain to you a little bit about it. We're going to have some students involved tonight reading some things, and I hope that you find it meaningful. So, I'm going to stick to my notes so that I don't go too far off of script. So thank you for coming. I know this is a really extremely busy time of year, and many of you have been here yesterday, and the day before that, last week, multiple times. So we really appreciate you being here. The idea for this themed concert, States of Mind, is what I'm calling it, began percolating with me over a year ago at an honor band I went to. And so what I hope we can present tonight to all of you are not only things that we have learned and worked on over these past few months, but also to express a deeper meaning and bring awareness to the importance of mental health. This program will feature a variety of states of mind. Some are a bit of a stretch, as you have seen in your program, okay? But I will explain them and hopefully tie them in, okay? But ultimately, the design of this is to highlight these various states of mind that exist in each of us day by day, hour by hour, and sometimes minute by minute, and specifically through the lens of a student. So it's very fitting that May is also National Mental Health Awareness Month. And to that end, I have some students who are going to share some facts and statistics with you tonight regarding mental health, specifically, again, relating to young people their own age. So, Annette and Caleb are going to start here, and then I'll explain our first one. So, here you go.
1 out of 5 young people suffer from some sort of mental health illness.
Over 2/3 of young people do not talk about or seek help for mental health disorders.
So all of these facts are coming from the University of Michigan Psychology and Counseling Center. And so, the first tune that we're going to play for you tonight is actually called Aspire. And for those of you that may not be aware, what the word aspire means, basically to better oneself, to improve, to strive for excellence. So everyone has aspirations and goals in life, and this song is simply that. A melody of strength, a tune of hope to improve and strive for all you've ever wanted. I hope you enjoy Aspire.
ability to do so.
And if you've never spoken in front of public, you'll know that is the #1 fear in the United States and the world over is public speaking. So anxiety, a big thing here. So our next tune, as I alluded to, a little bit of a stretch, right? Okay, but this summer, Tom Cruise will culminate and release and star in the final segment of the Mission Impossible movie franchise with 8 Part 2. Okay, so, which for those of you that were unaware, started in 1996 and was based on the 1966 TV show Mission Impossible, which is where this theme comes from. So besides the fact that it's a cool spy movie and that I really like that sort of thing, this teaches the band to play in complex mixed meters. It's called 5/4 time, which is one of the reasons that it's difficult to play in. Normally we play in 4, this is in 5, so it adds a whole extra beat, which doesn't sound like much, but it's confusing. So, and it gives the band an opportunity to play in a jazz rock style. So, how is this a state of mind? Well, this is what I thought of. Have you ever been told that something's impossible and you can't do it? Most people have 2 reactions. 1, you're defeated, or 2, challenge accepted. Okay? And so, either way, this happens almost every day with kids. And it's in a classroom, it's on in a band room, it's on a sports field. And so, especially when things seem increasingly difficult or hard to accomplish, but with creativity, skill, and a lot of grit and determination, no mission is really impossible. So we hope you enjoy this.
stereotypes are one of the largest barriers preventing young people from seeking the help they need.
In 2021, research indicated that the effects of music and music engagement with mental health were linked to improved quality of life, well-being, pro-social behavior, social connectedness, and emotional strength.
There it is. Okay. So, Fragile. This is a wonderful piece by one of my favorite composers, Randall Standridge. He writes amazing stuff for young bands. And so he makes a middle school group sound like a professional ensemble with the way he has orchestrated and written things. And so there's a few instruments I want to demonstrate for you in this. And then I'm going to tell you the story about this piece before we play it. So first of all, we're borrowing an instrument from Burlington High School back there. And if you can see Lila, you want to raise your hand or smile so they see who you are. Okay. She's the one with the long hair that's not looking at you. Okay. In front of her are what are called crotales, which is basically a bell set, but they are circular in nature. So they look like mini cymbals. You want to hit just a few of them? So it gives this kind of ethereal quality to it. And this song is full of metallic things. So we've got two bell sets, we've got chimes, vibes. Brian is playing piano back there. We also have the crotales, we have some gong, cymbal stuff, and here's why. So this song is also it's not gonna resolve. Okay, so I guess I'll just say that. And to that end, I'm going to read you from Mr. Standridge's program notes here. So here's why I wrote Fragile. In our media-soaked society, it is fashionable to focus on positive outcomes. People love to hear the story of someone who beats the odds, overcomes the challenges of living with mental health issues, and comes out stronger on the other side. Those are beautiful stories, but it's not everyone's story. So I've written two works for what he called the Unbroken Project, which is simply to raise awareness nationwide for mental health. This one, Fragile, and one we did last year on our concert right here called Blue Sky Horizon. And there are several other works in this that portray individuals who are able to get the help and support that they need or able to flourish. So this song is about his own personal struggles with depression that he began experiencing as a middle school student and, moved on from there. So, the goal of the Unbroken Project and its work is to spark conversations and reflections on mental health in society, as well as tearing down the social taboo of discussing the reality of living with a mental health condition. Living with depression and anxiety, myself, his words, not mine, I understand this all too well. Some may say that students are too young to discuss such issues. And I would agree with him here. They're not. These guys have been super mature when we have brought these things up in class and have shared things, and it's been really powerful. So for some of them, it's not just once in their life, it's every day. And then he writes, we need to talk about this. We're going to talk about this, and maybe we can bring some of these people back together, piece by piece. So, in this song, you're going to hear what's called Sophie's theme, which is the main melody, and it's beautiful, and it's really well done. And then in the middle of it, you're going to hear a very chaotic section. And this is to represent that darkness that people experience that suffer from this. And then as it comes out of that, the poetry that he does with this music, we have a single flute solo representing the fear of being alone, and then we add more flutes in because you're stronger together, and then eventually we add in small groups from each section, and then finally the entire band comes back in by the end of the song. This is a really powerful piece, And these kids have done a great job of expressing that, and I can't thank them enough because it is something we need to talk about. So we hope you enjoy Fragile by Randall Standage. So a lot of you are probably thinking, Gregor, you're getting a little deep for the end of the year. This is supposed to be kind of a happy time, and it is, and it should be. So, but like I said, I've had this idea for about 18 months, and this just seemed the perfect time to do it. And so, one final fact that I think is really important, and you know, as teachers, we have gone through training now for multiple years, really since just ahead of COVID, about how to help with mental health awareness and suicide prevention and all of these other things. And I learned a lot just in doing that. But I think the most powerful takeaway from talking about mental health disorders is that the number one factor to improving your own personal mental health, or for those that are suffering from a mental health disorder, is a personal, positive relationship with people. And so I think that's really powerful. Just simply having a friend, having a teacher, having a parent that you can call upon to help with those things. So this next song is called Uproar, and this is a fantastic song. This is in my top 3 of band pieces that I have ever conducted, and I love it. And first of all, it creates this feeling of unease through these dissonant harmonies and these massive volume changes and articulations. It's just great. It has times of alarm and these wild, intense sounds, and then the next time it has this sort of calm and unease. And the composer achieves this by keeping the time signature changing. 3/4, 3/4, 2/4, 3/4, 3/4, 2/4, almost the whole song. And so it makes you feel uneasy just listening to it, but conducting it is just powerful. So I conducted this piece for the first time in 2015, and this was after my wife had spent a week in the University of Iowa hospitals. Excuse me. And at that time, I wrote this, and I want to read it again because I still think it rings true today. One of the most powerful aspects of music is how accurately it can express feelings and emotions in a person's life. No matter what life has in store for you, it's really a ride that you can't predict. And sometimes it's best just to sit back and hold on until it's done, because you never know when your life might get thrown into an uproar. All right, so I can't end on a downer, I really can't. And so you've heard a lot of deep stuff today, and we're not done yet. We've got one final tune here, and as you can see by the title, mental health, I don't know, it's a stretch, but I do believe that this is the mind of an average middle school student. Seriously, squirrel. Okay, all right, but so I got several things I want to say before I introduce the last two. So first of all, some thank yous. I always have to run through some things here. So I want to say a big shout out to our administrative team and all that they've done here on our custodial staff. Specifically, I want to say thank you to Mark Adams and Sherry Orris, who have been so supportive of our kids and our music department and allowing us to do some really creative things this year. So thank you to Mark and Sherry. Would you help me give them a round of applause? I have, and I say this every year, but I do have some of the most incredible colleagues that I've had the privilege to work with, and those include all of my music colleagues here. Laura Westfall, Brad Cook, who is here, Brooke Smith, who is here, Mackenzie Kaufman-Hall, Courtney Cummins, who is here, Monique Peck. Thank you for getting all these kids engaged, getting them to this level so that I can do some of this great stuff with them. So thank you for all of your help. To the music boosters, who just provide us with whatever we need when we need it. And it's just amazing to have such a dedicated group of people. And I know so many of you out here have volunteered countless hours of time and financial contributions to help make that possible. So thank you to parents, boosters, community members. You just make this an awesome place to live and work. I mean, it's just great. So thank you so much for that. And then finally, I have to say thank you to all of these kids. You have worked incredibly hard on this, even on those days that seemed to never end, okay? Or when we played the song over and over again just to get things just right. You made a difference every time, even when it wasn't perfect. And it means the world to me to have the opportunity to work with you. So thank you. And as I said earlier, the maturity that these kids have just shown as we've talked about some of these really deep things is so important, and you should be so proud of them for that. So every year, except for last year, we said student teacher, we traditionally have had a student director. So we had a rigorous bout of nominations weeks ago in which they got to conduct the band multiple times, stand on their head, run laps, do push-ups, stupid human tricks, and okay, so they just conducted the band, you're right, okay. But out of those fine people, we could only pick one, and I am pleased to have Claire Whalen join us tonight to direct the band. Please welcome Claire to the podium. Now, before we get going, I have one final thing. 8th graders, I told you I was going to do this, but I didn't tell you what I was going to say. So I'm going to say this as quickly as I can. Since this is our last concert, I want to say thank you for your leadership, but specifically, I'll read my little charge to you. I like to write these, and I think it means something to me. I hope it means something to you. So my final hope and wish for you as you enter high school and beyond is that you can achieve all the things that you aspire for and to be. And remember, no mission is impossible. Find time to be fragile, to experience the love and beauty of life. And even when you're angry and in an uproar, remember to be kind and find the silver lining in those situations. And finally, take time to be squirrels, because like it or not, you're all nuts. I hope you have a great high school career. Thank you for all your time.
Wow.